Today, we look into the history of Bigfoot in the state of Maine in the video called Unraveling the Enigma. Bigfoot sightings in Maine. Unraveling the Enigma. Maine has a long history of reported Bigfoot sightings, dating back to the early 1800s. The dense forests, remote wilderness, and rugged terrains of Maine have long fueled tales of mysterious creatures, with Bigfoot sightings taking center stage among the myriad of local legends. Despite being one of the less populated states in the U.S., Maine has a rich history of reported Bigfoot encounters, with witnesses describing massive, hairy bipeds roaming the vast expanses of its wilderness. In this exploration, we delve into individual accounts, historical context, and the ongoing intrigue surrounding Bigfoot sightings in the Pine Tree State. Maine, known for its picturesque landscapes and untamed wilderness, has provided an ideal backdrop for stories of elusive creatures dating back centuries. Native American folklore often contains references to similar entities, suggesting that the legend of Bigfoot may have deep roots in the region. As European settlers moved into the area, they too contributed to the lore, with tales of encounters with large ape-like beings echoing through the generations. While the term Bigfoot gained popularity in the mid-20th century, reports of large, hairy creatures in Maine existed long before. In the early 1900s, loggers and trappers would share stories around campfires of strange and eerie encounters in the wilderness. However, it wasn't until the latter half of the century that these accounts began to be documented more systematically. The impact of Bigfoot sightings in Maine extends beyond individual experiences, shaping the cultural and social fabric of the region. Local communities, particularly those with a deep connection to the wilderness, often embrace these legends as part of their identity. The stories become a part of oral traditions, passed down from one generation to the next, blending fact and folklore in the process. Mainstream science generally regards Bigfoot as a cryptid, a creature whose existence lacks scientific confirmation. Skeptics argue that the absence of concrete evidence, such as a specimen or conclusive DNA, undermines the credibility of eyewitness accounts. Proponents of the search for Bigfoot, however, contend that the lack of evidence does not necessarily disprove the existence of these creatures, given the vast and remote nature of the habitats they are said to inhabit. In the 1970s, there was a surge in Bigfoot sightings in the northern part of the state. The Aroostook County Incident, 1972, one of the most notable Bigfoot sightings in Maine, occurred in Aroostook County in 1972. Witnesses reported seeing a large, hairy creature near the Allagash Wilderness Waterway. The witnesses, a group of campers, described a creature standing over 7 feet tall, with broad shoulders and a distinct, ape-like face. The encounter lasted only a few minutes, but it left an indelible mark on those who experienced it. The Rangeley Lakes Encounter, 1985. In 1985, a family camping near the Rangeley Lakes region reported a series of bizarre incidents over several nights. They claimed to have heard strange, guttural sounds and noticed unusual footprints around their campsite. On the third night, they allegedly saw a towering, hairy figure observing them from a distance. The creature quickly vanished into the dense forest, leaving the family both terrified and fascinated. The Machias Wilderness Incident, 1998. In 1998, a group of hikers in the Machias Wilderness reported a close encounter with a Bigfoot-like creature. The hikers claimed to have stumbled upon a clearing where a large, hairy biped stood, seemingly unaware of their presence. The creature reportedly turned and vanished into the woods with incredible speed, leaving the hikers astonished by the encounter. The Katahdin Shadows, 2005. Mount Katahdin, the highest peak in Maine, has been the backdrop for several Bigfoot sightings. In 2005, a group of climbers ascending the mountain reported seeing large, shadowy figures moving stealthily among the rocks. While some skeptics argue that these sightings may be attributed to the rugged terrain and play of shadows, eyewitness accounts insist on the presence of elusive, hairy beings. Many believe that the dense forests and remote wilderness of Maine provide the perfect habitat for Bigfoot. While many dismiss Bigfoot sightings as mere hoaxes or misidentifications of known animals, a dedicated community of researchers and enthusiasts actively investigates these claims. In Maine, organizations and individuals devoted to cryptozoology, the study of hidden or unknown animals, have conducted field expeditions and gathered evidence in an attempt to shed light on the mystery. Media coverage plays a pivotal role in shaping public perception of Bigfoot sightings. Local newspapers, radio stations, and television programs often feature stories on alleged encounters, contributing to the mystique surrounding these creatures. However, sensationalism and skepticism within the media can also hinder serious investigation and research efforts. While many dismiss Bigfoot sightings as mere hoaxes or misidentifications of known animals, a dedicated community of researchers and enthusiasts actively investigates these claims. In Maine, organizations and individuals devoted to cryptozoology, the study of hidden or unknown animals, have conducted field expeditions and gathered evidence in an attempt to shed light on the mystery. Some researchers have dedicated their lives to studying and searching for evidence of Bigfoot in Maine. Advancements in technology have both helped and complicated the quest for evidence of Bigfoot in Maine. On one hand, trail cameras and other surveillance equipment have allowed researchers to monitor remote areas continuously. On the other hand, the prevalence of photo and video editing tools has made it more challenging to distinguish authentic evidence from clever fabrications. GIS mapping by organizations such as the BFRO are extremely valuable in making further analysis possible. The mystery and intrigue surrounding Bigfoot continue to capture the imagination of people in Maine and beyond. The enigma of Bigfoot sightings in Maine persists, with a tapestry of individual accounts, historical context, and ongoing intrigue shaping the narrative. Whether one views these encounters as folklore, misidentifications, or potential evidence of an undiscovered species, the stories of large, hairy beings roaming the wilderness continue to captivate the imagination of those drawn to the mysteries of the natural world. As technology advances and research methods evolve, the quest for answers regarding Bigfoot in Maine remains an ongoing adventure, blending the realms of science, folklore, and the unexplored corners of the Pine Tree State's vast wilderness. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel.